Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the new moon that's going to be happening in January on the 21st. New moon is always about something new that's being birthed, where the seed is planted. And that's where I want to talk about this, because this new moon sits in the sign of Capricorn in the sidereal chart. So before I get going, I always want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter. You are missing all of my predictions. If you don't, that can be delivered to your email address every week. Go to galacticcenter.org. And while you're there, check out my new magazine. Well, it's new this year, Joni Patry's Astrology Insight. Subscribe to that. You will love all the wealth of information. And I have a jewelry line of astrological jewelry. Check that out down below. And don't forget, if you want to study Vedic astrology with me, January's the time. I start my first class January 25th for semester 1. Go to University of Vedic Astrology.com, and my website is galacticcenter.org. So let's talk about this new moon on January 21st. It happens in the sign of Capricorn sidereally, and the nakshatra it's in is called Uttara Ashada. There's 27 nakshatras in Vedic astrology that are so rich with deep, profound meaning. Uttara Ashada is the nakshatra that deals with the truth. Purva and Uttara Ashada are the truth seekers. And this one, though, is partially in Sagittarius and Capricorn, but Capricorn is all about government affairs. And let me tell you, the government affairs are really coming to the forefront and the surface all over the world, but particularly in the United States. This is going to be a monumental month for government changes, transformations, while this new moon sits here at 7 degrees of Capricorn, and it's very close to Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation and change. And as we all know, the United States is going to have a Pluto return. It's almost there this year. It comes back to the exact degree and minute next year, but it's hovering around that return point. In 2023, 2024, a major government change is about to occur. And this new moon says, hey, this is all stirring up from the very seed, the origin, that something's about to blossom and grow out of this in Capricorn. Capricorn is very rigid and stern and deals with the old. And pretty much this means the old is about to come to closure where a new will be born. Sometimes with a new moon, well, most of the time, it's too new to see. But during the time of this new moon, I find it remarkable, and I've been talking about this, but remarkable that both Mars and Mercury will have turned direct by this time. But they're in an exact quincunx, both 14 degrees. This is a very, very discordant aspect. They do not harmonize well together, being 6-8 or 8-6 from each other. So Mars is 14 Taurus, which sits where Mercury sits at 14 degrees of Sagittarius, and they are in an 8-6 relationship, the quincunx, which is so, well, you know, it means something's about to give. But during the time of the quincunx, it's like things are not working. But something has to give here, and it ultimately will when you have this aspect. But what is this about? Mercury's about the communications, and it sits in the sign of Sagittarius, which is the truth, always truth finding. And it deals with the law, judgment, the law, and justice. So these are the things that are going to be the themes as well. But with Mars being in Taurus, Taurus is about what? The economy, money. The economy is not doing well. But don't worry, because everyone thinks this is going to be like the worst. Yes, it's going to look that way for a while. I have hope later on in the year, but right now it's looking pretty grim about spending, money, finances, stock market, all of this. You know, we have been in a big snowball of things getting worse and worse and worse, and this doesn't look pretty with Mars and Mercury in these signs to each other, and Mars particularly in the sign of finances and money, Taurus. So Jupiter, as I said before in another video, that it's starting to pick up speed. It's going to start to go through the last part of Pisces, which will be very encouraging, meaning things are starting to move forward finally. And with this new moon, we're going to see forward movement for things that are new concerning government affairs. With this new moon happening in Capricorn, Uttarashada, about the truth and fact-finding about everyone wants justice to prevail. And that's pretty much going to be what the talk's all about. By this time, the 21st, Saturn will have arrived in Aquarius. Saturn goes into Aquarius on the 17th of January. And this is going to be a blessing, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time for it to get settled into the sign. And so Saturn's going to be in Aquarius for the next 2 years. And slowly but surely, it's going to recoup a lot of things and change things for the betterment of humanity while it transits in this sign. Now, talking about Rahu with Uranus, they have been really tightly arranged together. And Uranus is the planet of sudden, unexpected events. And they're both in the nakshatra Bharani, which means sudden breakthroughs. So this year, we're going to have some sudden breakthroughs. We're starting to see the light about what this is about. I believe it has a lot to do with the healing modalities that are about to come out and change our whole concept on how we believe in health and healing, and everything to do with what's been going on with the virus. This is like, we need answers, and these answers are about to prevail. The answers will help us understand how to better heal and avoid disease and heal the world instead of destroying it and tearing it up. So this new moon is the new beginning of a new government. It's too early to see it all happening, but rest assured, all the things that were hanging and not coming to a head or completion will finally come together. You're going to feel, if you felt like things were undone and not finished, nothing came to completion, you're going to feel a sense of relief because this is going to progress. And this goes for everyone in their personal lives as well. A lot of progress. Too new to see right now, but it's coming. This is the very initial beginning of it all. But realize with Mars and Mercury, for a short time, things are going to seem so discordant and out of tune, out of harmony, but it will work. So because the quincunx aspect makes us feel like things are just out of harmony, major things are going to change because of this irritation. And that's what the quincunx has been said to do, irritate people. When there's an irritation, you got to find a cure. You got to find an answer and a solution. And that's what's about to unfold with this new moon in Capricorn. So with that, I'd like to close. Remember, if you would like more information on me, go to galacticcenter.org. You can sign up for a reading as well as learn Vedic astrology. Go to my university website, University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.